Let's get started with this look. This was majorly inspired by some ribbon that I picked up at the craft store, as well as the My Little Pony movie collection from Pure Cosmetics. They sent me a lot, if not everything in the collection, and the second I saw it, I knew. This is a unicorn look waiting to happen, so here we are, just in time for Halloween. It's actually a pretty easy look, just a lot of shading around the face, really, and you can adapt these colors to any kind of color palette you want. I was just, again, majorly inspired by that ribbon, so lots of cotton candy vibes happening in here. So you can see the first thing I did here was take a bright matte pink and shade down the sides of my nose, and then take that up into my brow area. It's not quite a crease shade, it's more like just above the crease and up and through my brow. Then I took a soft iridescent mint shadow from that palette, applied it all over my lids, and now I'm going in with a shimmery but deeper emerald green shade from that palette and shading in my outer corner and blending that through my crease. And something I forgot to mention at the very beginning of this video is that I have already started out with my base. My foundation, concealer, powder, all of that is already applied. Now I'm just taking that same deeper green shade and using it to shade in my lower lash line, kind of connect that shading into that in my outer corner, just to make it all look and feel cohesive. Now we move on to the rest of the face, where I'm taking that bright pink matte shadow that I used down the sides of my nose to bronze? Is it called bronze if you're not using bronzer? You get the point. I'm applying this up to my forehead where I would typically apply bronzer, and then I'll go down and apply it in the hollows of my cheeks where I would also still apply bronzer. I did take a quick break to apply a soft shimmery yellow to my brow bone as a highlight, as well as just above my eyebrow. I gotta be honest, I wasn't 100% sure what I was gonna do for this look, so that was just kind of some improvisation. Do it, don't do it, this whole look, just make it your own. Now here I am back to the pink bronzer all over the rest of my face, and then I also take a deeper purple shadow from that palette and use it as more of a contour. It just helps add a little bit more depth and dimension to that cheekbone area. Next, I'm going in with the Dailybaileyb palette from Lalaaloo Cosmetics. It's just 4 iridescent shadows, or really, I use them all over my face, but I first apply the pink shade in here to the tops of my cheekbones, thinking that it would be a good complementary highlight shade. But because it was so close to the pink, it didn't pop quite like I wanted it to against the colors on the rest of my face. So I thought I would pull in more of that green that is in my eyes, and so I used that in my new favorite highlight spot, right underneath my outer corner in my under eye area, as well as just a hint on my brow bone. Then I go and just kind of go touch up, refresh, add some more intensity to that color around the rest of my face, and I'm also just thinking about what to do next. Like, something's missing. It's that point in the tutorial where you know something's missing, but you're not quite sure what. But then you realize this is a unicorn tutorial, so naturally, you just need more pink. Here I am applying that same shade of pink to the apples of my cheeks for a nice blush. Onto the lips, these are 2 glitter lip gloss toppers from that same Pure Cosmetics collection. I am using the shade, first I'm using the shade Pinkie Pie, with the pink shade that complements the pink around the rest of my face. I'm using that all over my lips, and then I'm going into the outer corners with the shade Rainbow Dash, which has a little bit more of an iridescent purpley blue hue to it to add a little bit more dimension there. Now, onto my favorite part, the glitter. This is actually stuff that shed off of that ribbon that I referenced earlier as I was creating the horn, which is a process I'll talk about later, but I just applied some spirit gum to my forehead. You could absolutely use a glitter glue or a lash glue instead if you don't have spirit gum, but I just go in and use my fingers to press that into my forehead and really wherever else you apply that spirit gum. Now back to that horn. I used it by shaping some tinfoil into a horn shape and then just wrapping that ribbon around and hot gluing it to secure it. It's super, super easy. And then the contraption that I attached it to was a Conair Classic Vintage hair roll. I just needed something thin and translucent that I could kind of hide with my hair in the front of my face. It's not the best solution. If I had it to do over again and I'd planned appropriately, I would have taken a thicker headband and glued it to the front so it was more secure, but this did the trick for the time being. And then I almost totally forgot, but lashes really do make a glam look like this, so I applied some falsies from e.l.f. and this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if it inspired your Halloween look, definitely let me know. Take a pic, share it, tag me at Dailybaileyb so I can see it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys!